Wonderful, wonderful.
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
Oh!
That's right. It's the MMA Hour pre-show with the MMA Holes. What's going on, friends and family? Hope everyone's good today on this lovely Monday afternoon, Monday morning, Monday. Happy Monday, TGIM, to my wonderful, wonderful friends, the MMA Holes, live on this swole, sexy day. It's a beautiful day over here in New York, Queens, and I am wonderful, wonderful. I hope you're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. Today we're hanging with the boys to start off the week. Let's all start off the week with the boys.
Hanging with the boys!
Cody Garbrandt. Thank you, Cody Garbrandt, for your contributions to the show. It's very nice of you. Since you can't make it to UFC 213, it's not going to happen. You're hurt. So there is that. This is the MMA Holes MMA Hour pre-show. Welcome to our beautiful, lovely event. We do this every Monday now. This is like a new thing for us. And it is wonderful, wonderful. It's a good time. And here's the living room. All right, so today on Ariel Helwani's Swole Show, he's got Yoel Romero, Cody Garbrandt, because he's
Hanging with the boys!
Gökhan Saki, a kickboxing star. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Mike Perry, Platinum. Mike Perry will be there as well at 205. Roy Nelson, who has signed with Bellator, will be there at 225. Sage Northcutt. Apparently he's fighting on UFC 214 against Claudio Puelles. And GSP will be there at 305. I'll be there at 305. GSP. That's my terrible GSP. That's right. Get a little closer. Check it out. And that is the lineup. Now, as always, it is Tuesday. Thanks, Craig Lee. It is Tuesday. I'm all screwed up. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It is Tuesday. That's right. Yesterday was Memorial Day. Happy TGIT? Tit? TGI? Tidget. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? So, yeah. That's right. Ariel Helwani decided to do the MMA Hour on Tuesday instead of Monday because of the holiday. Well, I guess I'm still in Monday mode. So, TGIT. Yeah. Tidget. Welcome. Anyway, you get the idea over here. Live TV. That's how it works. So in my description, what I did was I dropped the link to the MMA Hour. So after this, you could just hop on over there and do whatever the hell you'd like to do. You could check out the guests, and then underneath is the link. So you could just jump on over and say hello to Ariel Helwani. But you can't say hello because he can't see you. He can't see you because the chat is disabled. It is a disabled chat. A disabled chat. Yeah, no good. But that is that. So anyway, it is what it is. I would like to give a little shout out, a real quick shout out to a friend, Seven Kings, And also, I want to, in the intro, the MMA-Holes dropping in with the fucking smoke and mirrors and all that cool stuff. Well, that was because of our new friend, Seven Kings. In the description as well, I dropped his link. He does graphics and all that fun stuff, and you could just check out all his cool work. He decided to give us a free graphic for our intro. So that is wonderful, wonderful. We thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We thank you very much. We thank you very much. So you can check out his work in the description. I'm going to leave it there because that was really cool of him to do that. And it is wonderful, wonderful. Let's see what we got in here. Yes, dislike the MMA Hour, so they free the live chat. I don't dislike videos, but when you get rid of the live chat, I do dislike videos. Fred About says, I just discovered the other MMA Holes channel that started before yours. Yeah, oh god. So anyway, when I thought of the name, I was like, this is the coolest name ever. Let me do a little research, make sure no one owns the name of the MMA Holes. So I did some research. I looked around and I saw there was like little channels here, little things there. And it was MMA Holes and it was just really ghetto. And it wasn't anything to get excited about. So what I did was I created this channel. I got the LLC, the domain names, and now the MMA Holes are all ours. So we are the MMA Holes and that's how it's going to go. And it is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Look over here. We have a friend. And his name is George Sampers. And he goes, Clorox.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, God. Well, there's a little bit of an inside joke with the Clorox. How do I describe the Clorox joke? I don't know. Watch our Friday show. Look in the chat. Watch George Sampers. And there was a backlash. That's all I get to say. That's all I have to say. Hopefully we could get Jesse back on to the MMA Holes, maybe on another random night or something like that, and we could talk about this. But it's actually kind of funny if you think about it, because all we do here is get into trouble. That's pretty much how it seems like it's been going down over here in the MMA Holes, and I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit, right? We are ultimate cringe. That's right. Now, how many of you guys in the chat will be watching the MMA Hour? By a raise of hands or ones. Let me know how many of you will be watching the MMA Hour with this swole lineup. Back to the lineup. Let's see. Let's see. Living room. All right. So, yeah, Yoel Romero. Let's get a little closer so you guys can see. I don't want you guys to have to put on your glasses. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be a good host of myself. Yoel Romero, Cody Garbrandt, Gökhan Saki, Mike Perry, Roy Nelson, Sage Northcutt, and George St-Pierre will be the lineup. Now, sometimes they have some surprise appearances as well on the MMA Hour, so, stay tuned. I like the MMA Hour. Now, this is not an MMA Hour bashing hour pre-show that I do over here. I actually like Ariel Helwani. I like what he does. I like how he conducts an interview. Of course, it's not as good as my interviews, but it'll do. And, he does a good job over there. So what I thought I would do is do a little pre-show, and after this, after you get warmed up, you could go into the description, click the link, and jump over to his show. It's quite genius of myself. But the problem with his show is there's no live chat. So, I mean, it had a live chat. The live chat was so much fun. I met a lot of new friends in his live chat. And unfortunately, he's disabled it on multiple shows of his. So, that kind of sucks. It is what it is. But we move on from that. Now, check out the living room. There was a fight this weekend. Gustafsson versus Teixeira. It went down. And I did what's called a Fight Buddies. And it was swole and sexy. Got almost 4,000 views on that fucker. And all you guys were wonderful, wonderful in there.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I just want to touch base on this whole thing real quick, as I got all 6 of my fights correct. Don't like to gloat, but there's a reason why they call me Mystic Moss. Now, I didn't get to stream this one live, but it is so goddamn funny, the finish in this fight. Let me know, you guys. Let me know. Did you guys see this fight? In the prelims, I mean... Oh, God. Did you guys fucking see this? It was so goddamn funny. The TKO that happened, and the dance, the little chicken dance that happened with Nico Miosok, whatever, however you say his fucking name. It was so goddamn funny. I put it on Twitter. I watched it over and over and over again. It was fucking hilarious. Guys, if you did not get a chance to see this finish, you have to see it. Bojan clocks him, hits him, and Nico, unfortunately, couldn't get his feeding under him his footing under him, and it was so goddamn funny as he danced around the cage. And then watching Bojan, or whatever, however you say his fucking name, chase him around. It was so great. So Nico he gets hit, and he's like, whoa. I felt like there should be like carnival music playing as he's trying to fucking get his footing under him. And Nico's like, Bojan's like, get over here. Get the fuck over here. And he's like swinging and missing. It was so great, man. So great. It was like playing whack-a-mole with his head. And Bojan gets the victory, but one of the funniest freaking chicken dances I've seen in a long time. Let me know if you guys saw that. I mean, I had some good laughs watching it over and over again. And if you didn't, jump over at the MMA-Holes on Twitter. I tweeted it out. It's pretty funny. Craig Lee says good fights. And yeah, man, surprisingly good. These are the fight nights, man. These are the fight nights that just fucking, they pay off. People are like, who gives a fuck? I'm just going to barbecue and have a good time and miss this one. I'm going to pass on this one. And unfortunately, it was a mistake because, god damn, man, it's a good 6 fights on the main card. And some good ones in the prelims as well. So Craig Lee sword. Frank Bavon says he hit him perfect. Legs like bam. George Stamper says, when I kicked Tim F in the fucking head, it was... When did you kick Tim F in the fucking head? It was if he drank 10 shots of Clorox. Okay. Mike Perry, Tim F would strangle you in seconds. Says Fred about it. Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
That's right. The cringe chat is activated, and there's a lot of shit going down in that chat, and that's how I like it. George Sampras is starting trouble as usual, and I fucking love it. All right, so, yeah, definitely check that out, guys. Definitely fucking check that fight out if you've missed it. This one here, goddamn, was so fucking funny. I, was crying. Absolutely crying. But anyway, there are some good stories in this fight, and some good finishes, and some people rose to the top. A lot of people were surprised with this one over here. Of course, I got it right. But Akhmedov fought a very smart, strategic fight, grinding fight, and was able to take away Abdul's winning virginity, his losing virginity. He pulled the V card and smacked him around for 3 rounds. And it was pretty impressive, I got to say, by Amari. This one over here was lit. I mean, bink, I blinked for 2 seconds, so it says it was officially 29 seconds. But Jesus Christ. Volkan, who was the noticeably smaller guy and was the underdog. Misha comes charging in, and Volkan taps him right behind the ear. Right, that little sore spot over there. And goddamn, Misha went down like a ton of bricks. He just dropped. And people were like, he barely touched him. But it's just where he touched him was just crazy. It was crazy impressive. So got to give Volkan credit for that one. And Volkan is definitely a contender up top for sure. That was the co-main. And then Gus Teixeira. A little bit of controversy with this one. Okay? A little bit of controversy. And Tim F says Mystic Moss was on point. You damn fucking straight I was on point. You damn fucking straight. That's right. What do you think? I do this for my health? Fucking I'm like a magician with my picks. What's in my corner over here? What the fuck is this? Oh, it's the timer. It's weird. It's creepy. Let's get rid of that. Ooh. I don't know why that's there. It's Tuesday. I thought it was Monday, but it's really Tuesday. Anyway. So what did you guys think of Teixeira and Gustafsson? I actually rewatched the fight again, and it was borderline cringe with Gustafsson's running around the cage, but it didn't. I don't know if it bothered me or not. I can't figure it out. I think because Gustafsson actually finished the fight, made it easier for me to watch again, knowing that he finished the fight. But if that fight would have went decision and Gustafsson was just running around and then resetting and doing it over and over again, I don't think he was doing anything wrong. It's just not pleasing to watch. And people, are not fans of running, But the fact that he finished the fight, the fact that he landed as many strikes as he did, 108 to be exact. Let's check it out. 108 strikes, 97 significant, 1 takedown. I mean, he definitely dominated the fight for sure. Now, there's Luke Thomas. What are you doing there? Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, 108 strikes, 97 significant. And, Glover hung in there, man. Glover showed how tough he was. But people were bitching and complaining about Gustafsson running around the cage. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate it. It doesn't annoy me as much as other people because he finished the fight. Then people bitch about Conor and Nate and how Conor ran around the cage as well. You know, to reset, bring it back into the middle. I mean, I guess, what can you do? You know, they're in a fight, and it's a strategy. Overeem tried to do it too when he was running around. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I can't wrap my head around it. I'm not quite ready to complain about it. Now, like I said, if he ran, and it went to decision, it would have been more of a problem. But Gustafsson hit him with uppercuts all day. I would love to know the numbers on the actual uppercuts. How many uppercuts did he land? Because it seemed like 400 uppercuts just hit every fucking time. And to end the fight, it was 3 uppercuts and then an overhand right. Fucking walk off. It was a thing of beauty. It was really nice. So, kudos to Gustafsson. And I like the fact that he's back in the picture again. I like the fact that Gustafsson is back in the game. And his name is on top. The funny part about this whole thing is Rumble Johnson sends out a tweet after this fight. And it sounds like Rumble Johnson might be coming back in. So let me know your thoughts on that. Rumble coming back in and the Gus run. Rumble Johnson might come back. I mean, that was a short break. Yeah, I'm going to retire. Nah, I'm back. Misha sucks dick. Better than Misha. Albertino says, I love the Dagestan boys. Okay, that is wonderful.
Wonderful.
Fred About says, I thought Teixeira should have kicked him in the head when he turned his back to run. He couldn't catch him. Fucking Gustafsson was like the Flash in there. Glover should have adjusted to the running and started blitzing him and cutting him off. You would think he would sidestep and try to cut him off, but I just think Gustafsson was just too long and lanky. But it's weird to watch. I'll give you that. It is weird to watch. Frank Pavon says it's up to Glover to catch him when Gus turns his back. So, I mean, you would think he would try to sidestep and try to cut him off when he would run. But if someone turns around and full-blown sprints around the cage, it's tough to catch. It's like trying to catch a chicken. You know, you ever try to catch a chicken? I never tried it, but it looks tough. And Gustafsson literally would just turn his back completely and full-blown sprint around the cage. You know, it's a big cage. So it would be tough to catch someone like that. Comcast sucks dick. Rumble would kill both at the same time, says George Sampras. Conor lost because he ran like a cuck. There you go. Rumble has said he's thinking about coming back. He has, Frank. He has. Conor wants his Fred out about it. Glover is so basic with his movement. That's another problem with Glover, too. He's very predictable. It's like, okay, I'm Glover Teixeira. I'm going to box. Meanwhile, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's going to box. I mean, I don't know. You got to give credit to Gustafsson, though, because he is sneaky on the floor as well. You could tell Gustafsson didn't want to play too much on the floor with Glover. He has that reach. The elbows were landing and the uppercut was there all fucking day. Glover had nothing but, okay, I'm just gonna eat them elbows every fucking time. Yes, yummy, delicious elbows. So, I mean, it's all said and done. A lot of cool things came out of this card, surprising things, and it was surprisingly good. So I have to give kudos UFC Fight Night Sweden for entertaining the MMA-Holes. That was very nice of you guys to do that. This Saturday is UFC 212, Aldo versus Maxwell Holloway. It's going down in Brasilia, and it is wonderful, wonderful. This is Fight Week. So now the plan of attack for Fight Week is this, okay? Just listen to me for a second, all right? Just calm down. I'm going to do 2 shows today. All right? This show, the pre-show, and then tonight we have a friend, Louis Serrano, who actually does some managerial work for Justin Sumter. He's very knowledgeable about the sport, and he's been begging to come on, so we're going to have him on. And we're going to talk about Prosper branding and what's going on in the world of MMA, behind the scenes, all that fun stuff. So tune in tonight for that. I'm going to be doing a show tonight. Wednesday night, which is tomorrow. I'm all screwed up with this Monday thing. Tomorrow night, I will be doing my Tough recap show, and I'll be complaining about Tough for a little bit of time. So if you're not subscribed, just subscribe so you can tune into that shit. And Friday, we will be going on possible random night number 5 on Friday night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I could pull some people together. I like random night. Random night always involves this. You could always have a little of this, a little Johnny Walker double black, like a gentleman, like a true sir. Or maybe, if we get really fired up, maybe some Motor City gas as I stumble across my words. That's wonderful, wonderful too. So if you guys want random night, if the crowd wants the random night, I give you the random night. Regardless, Friday we'll be doing a show as well. Maybe an afternoon show or maybe a random night. We'll see. But we do weekly shows over here. So if you guys are new to this, definitely subscribe. Put your fucking stupid face inside that box over there. And yeah, you'll get notifications if you slap the bell. And then you will be an honorary MMA hole. We have 1,243 subscribers over here. I mean, this fucking show is ridiculously good. Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, you could
Lick my balls.
Lick my balls. So yeah, so this weekend is this. We will be doing our Fight Buddies on Saturday. A lot of MMA holes in your life. Max Holloway versus Jose Aldo. Now, usually I have like guaranteed picks. Like right in my head, I look at the fight and I'm like, yes, I know exactly who's going to win. But Aldo versus Holloway is really going to take me some time to really wrap my head around because I am on the fence. Naturally, I want Holloway to win. I like Holloway. I enjoy his style. I enjoy his personality. Unfortunately, I can't wrap my head around Aldo because I can't understand him. But I do understand that the guy is a fucking legend. And he's no fucking pushover. This guy he's still got it. So he's not a layup. He's not a layup by any means. And if anyone has seen him train as of late, the guy looks like he has not lost a step whatsoever. So it's going to take me a couple of days to really wrap my head around it. But remember, I went 6 for 6 on Fight Night. I plan on going 5 for 5 on this pay-per-view event and just constantly running tables and making quick money for my friends and family. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Anyway, this is the MMA Hour pre-show or P-show, whatever you want to call it. You can see on the thumbnail, wherever the thumbnail is. Where would the thumbnail be? If I was here, oh, you can't see it. Well, anyway, there's a goat peeing on the MMA Hour, and that's what we do because we're very a mature show over here on the MMA Holes. We very, very, very mature. That's right. Rumble has said he's thinking about coming back. Yes. Glover is so basic with his movie. Yes. Brian Adams, Gustafsson's girlfriend is fire. Did you guys see that proposal? It was fucking hilarious, by the way. Really funny. Would you marry me? A little sweaty and gross. I didn't get to see it live because I was too busy talking to you guys, but I rewatched it afterwards, and it was a little weird. The proposal was a little bit odd, but all things being said, Gustafsson, you could just tell the girlfriend didn't want to be in there. Like, it looked really awkward. It was probably one of the most awkward proposals ever, you know? Marry me in front of my people. That's like a terrible fucking accent, Gustafsson accent, but it was just like a big ogre getting on his knee. And his girlfriend was noticeably tall, too. She was very, very tall. They're going to have very long, slender babies, even though they had a baby. Congratulations to the Gustafsson family. But, yeah, it was weird. That proposal was so weird. And what would have happened if Gustafsson lost? Would he, like, if he got knocked out, would they have just placed the ring on his chest and he'd just be like this? Where is she? Will you marry me? And he's getting fucking carried out of the cage. Fucking arm dangling over the fucking... Where's the box? Ah, there's the box. Where are you? Marry me. Would he have still done it? I think that's the real question. But regardless, it worked out well. And Gustafsson won. And maybe that's why he ran. Maybe that's why he ran around the cage. Because he was like, I got to get engaged. So I have to make sure my face doesn't look that bad. I don't fucking know. What am I talking?
Wonderful, wonderful.
I think I've completely lost my mind. Stilgars 2 says, Adrian! That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. You're watching the MMA Hour pre-show where it gets mildly uncomfortable. But Gustafsson's girlfriend did look pretty good, especially after popping out a kid. She literally just popped out a kid. Very impressive. Impressive bounce-back skills by Gustafsson's girlfriend. Okay, Sammy, what's up? Says random post. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tim F says, Jose has been fighting forever and he's only 30, I think. Yeah, I think he is around 30. I don't see an age over here, but yeah, I think he is around 30. He should be in his prime. Yeah, well, he has taken. He's been in a lot of wars. Let's put it to you that way. But Jose, don't count him out. Do not count Aldo out of this fucking fight. I mean, Aldo. Listen, this guy was a fucking killer. If you take away the 13 seconds of misery that Conor put him through, if you take that away, I mean, look at the guy's resume. You can't dismiss how much of a badass this motherfucker is. So, respect to Jose Aldo. That fight is so difficult to pick. I'm going to go with Aldo. Okay, that's what Happy Day says. His last fight with Frankie showed he still got it. He definitely still has it. And look what Frankie Edgar has done. Frankie Edgar made Yair Rodriguez look like complete shit. And Yair Rodriguez is really fucking good, you know? So that happens. And then fucking Aldo, you know, he handles Frankie Edgar easily. Guys, you can't count Aldo out of this fight. My thing is this. Let's go over here. Max Holloway, he just doesn't lose. He always finds ways to win, you know, and he's fucking young. 17-3-0. One of those losses is to the Mystic one. Not Mystic Moss, Mystic Mac. But look, the guy don't fucking lose. He just doesn't lose. Look at his last loss. Conor McGregor, right over here. Dennis Bermudez, who actually, if you think about it, and that was in 2013. Both fights were in 2013. I mean, a long fucking time ago. The guy does not lose. But Dennis Bermudez is no joke either. So, I mean, goddamn. Wow, 2012. He's been around for a little bit. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I could count here too. 9 fights, 10 fights in a row. Goddamn. How many times can I say goddamn? I don't know, but fucking guy wins. All he does is win. Let's go back and look at Aldo, because guess what? He does the same fucking thing. All he does is win as well. You know, he looks at this and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? But check this out. Look at this guy. For those of you who say that Jose Aldo is a boom, well, there's not many losses over here. I only see one. Full fight history, expand. Going back to 2008, and the reason why it doesn't seem like there's super many fights over here is because he's had a history of being hurt and pulling out of fights. And you see his big gaps over here. But regardless, when he finds a way to step back into that cage, he wins. And the only blemish over here is Conor McGregor. So it is what it is, my friends. It is what it is. You could say what you want. This is a very tough fight. Let me ask you guys in the chat right now. Is there anyone here that is guaranteeing a pick with this one? Because I do have a very tough time. Of course, I'll give you the winner, because that's what I do. I always give winners with my picks. But is there anyone here that has a guaranteed winner for the Aldo versus Holloway? I would like to know in the chat who you guys have, out of curiosity, because like I said, this is going to take a couple of days for me to wrap my head around and pull together that perfect one. That's why we do multiple shows. It gives me a chance to really, really think about these things. Honestly, I love to get my picks. This is what I love to do, guys. I love to debate, narrow it down, and have my one guy or gal. And then I wait for the weigh-ins. I feel the weigh-ins are what makes me pick in the right direction. Now, listen, I don't get every single fight unless it's last week. I don't get every single fight right, but my percentages are pretty high. I do pretty well. And I blame it on this. The weigh-ins. When it comes down to the weigh-ins, I watch the stare down. I watch how sickly they look after a weight cut, or, you know, if they have a tough weight cut. You could tell in their eyes. You could tell. Sometimes you could see them beat at the weigh-ins. So a little thing that I like to do is before I give a guaranteed pick, I sit there, I get my popcorn, put my seat back, and I watch. And I watch. And I observe. And watch both fighters. Even to the point where they stare at each other. That's why I hate the fact that the UFC, well, I don't know why, but I guess it's for the health. But I like when they actually weighed in for real and then stared down, did the stare downs afterwards. It really gave me an edge on picking the fighters. And they did do that this past weekend. But the whole let's weigh them in the morning and then let's do a fake weigh-in at night is garbage. Me personally, I think that you should do the real weigh-ins in the morning and then that's it. Have them stare down, and that's a wrap. But it is what it is. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome to the MMA Hour pre-show. In the description, I have a link to the MMA Hour. So definitely want to check it out after the show. You could literally drop into the description and transport yourself into the MMA Hour. It is wonderful, wonderful. I do these things for you guys. Needs to improve wrestling and BJJ. Says Ian about Yair. Happy Days says, I really like to see a rematch between Aldo and Conor, but I don't think it will ever happen. No, I don't think so either. Unfortunately, Happy Days. Brian Adams says, if he pressures Aldo, the leg kick won't be there. Okay, so this is on Holloway. He was worried about the takedown against Ricardo, and he's gotten... Oh, no, so you're talking about Frankie Edgar then. Better since every day. Okay, ever since Aldo fucked up his leg against the zombie. Okay, so you're talking about Frankie. Conor would make 145. Conor makes everything. Right, Conor? Right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's fucking right. He hasn't thrown a kick that much. Okay, Aldo has some serious cardio issues. In the championship rounds, with all of his fights, he slows down a ton. He does, but he looked good in his Frankie fight. That was a good... He seemed like he paced himself pretty well. My internet got all fucked up. 350 on Max. Oh, there you go. Sammy has 350 on Max. Aldo wins first 2 rounds, then Max takes over due to the cardio issues, says Ian. Mike Fitz says Max is going to destroy Aldo. Here's another Max. George Sampras says, Happy Days. You're the dude who said I should be banned. Remember you? Okay, so George Sampras is calling people out. Nightbot, George Sampras, okay. Frank Pavon, LOL. Ian says we also have to take this into account, that Max has never gone 5 rounds. There's a good point by Ian. Wonderful, wonderful point by Ian.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Straight from Scotland. Uhtred from Babangaberg, Babang. Aldo has taken a lot of damage in the Mendes rematch. That was a fucking great fight, by the way. Not to mention 13 seconds. Holloway with the win in Brazil, though. I don't know. There you go. There you go. He's confused. Will Holloway win in Brazil in front of Aldo's home country people? We don't know. We'll find out. I guess that's why we're going to watch, right? The younger dude carries more momentum, says George Sampras. Good point. The younger dude.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let's see. Old weigh-ins is greater than new weigh-ins. 100%. I've been to both. I've been to weigh-ins. I mean, the buzz, everything's sucked out of the room with the new weigh-ins. You know, it's just not the fucking same. I've been to, at UFC 196 was the last actual old weigh-ins that I went to. Actually, that might be the last old weigh-ins that they did over here in the States. I think it was 196. Dude, the crowd is rocking because these guys are hungry. They're passionate. They want to fucking, they're literally hungry. And it was a good time, man. Now it's kind of like, it's just not, it's not as cool, man. There's no tension, you know, there's no drama. They get on the scale, you already know the outcome. So it's just, it kind of sucks. I don't know why they do it the second time around. Maybe to sell hot dogs in the arena. I don't know. Let's see. Ian Holloway got chewed up with the leg kicks against Ricardo Lamas. Imagine what Aldo would do to him. That's a good point. Lamas is really good, but he's not Aldo. So yeah, that's a good point. Happy Day says, what is taking so long with the Mayweather versus McGregor fight? Mayweather. Read my comment, Ian. Says Brian Adams. George Sampras says, at the MMA-Holes, you could make a dream main card with what the main card looks like. You could make a dream main card with what the main card looks like.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Naked Woman, George. This is Frank Pavon. Main event, George Sampras versus Horde of OCD cooks.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, God. Now, guys, if you are new to the MMA-Holes, these are a little bit inside jokes. Well, just watch, like I said, watch the Friday night random night. Look into the comments. Watch George Sampras, and it was an outburst of people. Perhaps, you could just do that. Conor definitely isn't coming back after the boxing match. He has no reason to. You know what? I'm scared that you might be right. I'm scared because why would he come back after that big payday? The fight's inevitable. This man will be fighting Floyd Mayweather. It's inevitable. It's just a matter of time when the date's going to be announced. But it is inevitable. Conor looks sick when he's at 135, says Steven Cedillo. He does look very sickly, and he doesn't fight at 135, so he would look terrible at 135. He looks sickly at 145. Gabby Garcia versus a bear. That would be a great fight. Gabby Garcia should fight a bear because they are probably in the same weight class, and she's a fucking tremendous woman. I'm so sick of the new weigh-ins. We never see ass, just chicks in sweats. That's a big problem. It is. You know what my problem too is this. So apparently the whole towel thing is going to be taken care of where you can't touch the towel anymore. Fine. The Daniel Cormier rule is going to be in effect. But now why don't they have for the weigh-ins, because chances are you're going to have to take your underpants off. Why don't they have a fucking ring with a curtain draped down? Like you know how the magicians have when they're on stage and they put the girl in there and they pull the fucking curtain up and then they drop it and they're gone. Why don't they have that curtain? I don't understand. Maybe because they could do some tricky stuff behind the curtain. I don't understand. If they're gonna if their penis is gonna hang out or the vagina lips are gonna hang out, why not have a curtain that comes up? They could drop trowel, okay, weigh in, and then pull it back down. They should have some sort of fucking curtain for that, right? Why the towels and then the towels falling down and Daniel Cormier has to run out all naked and gross and blind the crowd? There's no reason for that. They should have whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on. What is going on here? I don't know, but that's just something that every time I see them pull the towels up and they're struggling to keep the towels up and shit like that, just put a fucking curtain with a ring and put it up in the air so you don't see any twigs and berries and vagina lips. I mean, that's just me. Right? Yeah. Let's see. Tim F says, because the towel has been a part of fighting since day one. We'll change the fucking rules. All right. So the MMA hour is going to start within in 20 minutes. It's going to be starting. So let's look at this. Let's just take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, God. Today on Tuesday, we are hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Opening up the show is Yoel Romero. Yoel Romero will be fighting. I will be fighting Whittaker. Whittaker versus Romero is going down at UFC 213. What do you think Ariel will be asking Romero? What is this interview going to be about? And what would you like Ariel to ask Romero? It's always a good interview when Romero comes on here. He usually has that translator and he speaks like half English and half, I don't know, mumble jumble. So it should be interesting to start off the show. What would you like to see Romero talk about with Ariel on the show? I think I'm done with the whole Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping, why don't you fight me? Like I think I'm done with that. I'm ready to move on and watch him fight Whittaker, and then we could talk about the Bisping thing afterwards. But right off the bat, I see Whittaker beating Romero. I really do. I've turned the page. And I feel that Whittaker will be a dominant and actually beat Yoel Romero. So I'm curious to see how that one goes down. But honestly, I think it's a better fight than Cody versus TJ. Romero versus Whittaker is a great fight. And they dropped that on 213. So they'll be talking about that. Let's see what everyone thinks in the chat about that. But I think it's going to be good. I don't understand why males don't use it. What are we talking about? Joanna used it for 211. They don't use a ring for the females, not the males. They do use the ring for the females, not the males. Okay, that's what Ian said. Okay, so fucking use it for the males. What the fuck? They should use the towel. They should use the towel for the females for risk of it falling down and we get to see that. And then they should fucking put up a wall for the males so we don't have to see any junk. I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair.
Wonderful, wonderful.
A pair of pants, Wei Fook, and where'd you go? A pair of pants, Wei Fook, all. Okay. If you have to take your pants off to make weight, it's the wrong weight class you're in. That's what Frank says, and that's a whole nother argument. Well, it's going to change. I've heard a lot of things that there is going to be 10-pound differences. There's going to be a new heavier weight class. There's going to be a lot of changes in weight classes. So we'll be seeing some new, finally, some new changes when it comes to weight classes. They have Paige Van Sant uses it. Okay, so Paige Van Sant has used the ring. Okay, so there we go. I can go anywhere, take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. There you go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I can go I thought it was Do Anything. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. Like possibly Reading Rainbow, if you remember, you're old as fuck. But it's it was like one of the cringiest shows when I was a kid. It was so fucking cringy. And what a cringy song. Everything about it was terrible. Yet it's still in my head. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know where this is going. Okay, so Brian Adams says, are you kidding? Cody versus TJ would be awesome. It would be a good fight. I just think Yoel versus Whittaker is a better fight, personally. I'd rather see Yoel versus Whittaker, to be honest. I think that Cody is going to mutilate TJ, unfortunately. As much as I want TJ to win, I think Cody's going to fucking bludgeon him. I really do. I don't want to see that, but I do. I do think that's going to happen. Let's see. Those flying knees, though, says Sammy. So Sammy's like, wait, hold on. Romero's got those flying knees. Don't count that motherfucker out with his big traps. No, bro, Romero's meant to be champ. Then he will go on and fight Bisping his happy days. So you're saying it's inevitable happy days that Romero is meant to be champ and he will be fighting Bisping. Michael Bisping. Okay. I think you're wrong. I think Whittaker is meant to be champ, man. This guy, look what he did to Jacare. He made him look stupid. Jacare's ridiculously good. And he made him look stupid. I think he's going to make fucking Romero look even worse. I really do. Ian says, girls should weigh in naked from now on.
Wonderful.
I agree. Ian, I couldn't agree with you more. Unless you're Chris Cyborg. Cyborg's dick weighs at least a pound. That's
wonderful.
Cyborg, how much does your dick weigh?
It weighs about 10 pounds. My dick weighs about 10 fucking pounds.
Wow, that's a heavy dick, Cyborg. That's a wonderfully heavy dick.
Wonderful.
All right, I don't understand why Bisping is so scared of Yoel. Bisping, tough to knock out. Is tough to knock out. There we go. And hard to take down. That is true. He has been knocked out, Bisping. Has a big reach advantage, and Yoel's biggest weakness is Bisping's best strength, his cardio. It won't go well for Bisping. Regardless, Whittaker or Romero will not go well for Bisping. Bisping's time is numbered, unfortunately, because I think he's funny. Actually, it's not unfortunate because the guy doesn't fight, So I like Bisping. I actually like his banter and all that shit, but if you can't get yourself in the cage and you just want these money fights and stuff like that over and over again, and we're not seeing actual fights, it gets sickening after a while. Just like with Conor, man. I mean, I love Conor. Conor's great. Conor's wonderful, but if the guy doesn't fight anytime soon, it's going to start getting annoying. It already is annoying to a lot of people. Yoel will finish Whittaker in the first round, says Ian. Wow. I don't know about that. Yoel, when was the last time Yoel finished someone in the first round? That's another thing, too. Yoel is usually a late. He usually feels things out and then goes late. I think if there's going to be a finish in the first round, Whittaker's going to be doing the finishing. That dude could strike. Whittaker is fucking nasty. It's going to be a good one, though. Regardless, it's going to be a fucking fun fight to watch. UFC 213 got better, in my opinion. Just saying. Now, the problem here is The Ultimate Fighter has taken a fucking huge hit. I mean, the ratings got to be terrible as it is, but they got to be taking a fucking huge hit with that fight not happening. Who the fuck gives a shit anymore? The show had a little bit of interest, a little bit of intrigue when we could actually sit there and be like, okay, Cody and TJ got to throw down after this. Now they're not even going to throw down. So it's like, why watch The Ultimate Fighter anymore? It just makes no fucking sense, right? Makes no fucking sense. Why watch it? Anyway, the next guest is Cody Garbrandt. So we're going to find out
Hanging with the boys.
if Mr. Hanging with the Boys is upset about 213, what is his thoughts. I would like to see Ariel dig into the fact that they are hamming it up a little bit for the show. Because honestly, I don't think the beef is as big with Cody and TJ. I definitely think they're amping it up for the show to try to get things going. It's just, it looks a little forced. And now it's not going to happen. So I'm curious to see what Cody has to say. This gentleman or lady, I don't even know. This is a guy, yeah. Gökhan Saki is a kickboxer. He is a man. Last time there was a fighter, I had no idea if it was a male or female. This time I know. Gökhan Saki is going to be on 145, so we could actually take a pee break during that. Mike Perry is going to be on at 205. I would love to know what's next for the Platinum one, Mike Perry. So that will be interesting to see. What do you guys want to come out of the Mike Perry interview? Let me know right now in the chat. What do you think? Mike Perry, who is his next opponent? Which is an intriguing question. You can tell he wanted Al Iaquinta to, because he's a bigger guy and he wanted to try to run over Al. But I don't think, I don't know. Or Al wanted him. I forgot what it was. I think Perry will fight anyone, I think, when it comes down to it. But, goddamn, I want a good fight for Perry. I do. I wanted to see Gunnar versus Mike Perry. I did want to see that, but Gunnar got matched up, and that's not happening. So, unfortunately, Mike Perry's floating around in limbo. Who is next for the platinum one? We have to find out. As George Sampras goes, M-I-K-E. Whittaker is a difference maker with heavy hands, says Frank Bavon. He does have heavy hands. He really does. 1,244 subscribers on the MMA-Holes. That is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now, if you jump in and subscribe, I will dance around with ring card girls. So do it so you can see your name plastered on the screen. And you will be part of this beautiful, lovely, loving family. Who we got? Stilgar 2 says Perry versus Raging Al. I mean, that would be fucking fun. I just think that Perry might be a little bit too big for an Al Iaquinta. Regardless, who wouldn't want to see those two guys step in a cage and throw fists? You know what? If you guys aren't familiar with Mike Perry, go back into some of the older YouTube videos. They have a lot of Mike Perry's highlights. And Mike Perry fought for Premier FC, by the way. Premier FC, which is an event, an organization that I like to associate with. They're good people over there. And Mike Perry fought for them. So, yeah, just definitely check out Mike Perry highlights. The dude fucking puts people to sleep. Guy's a beast. He really is. George Sampras is versus Stipe. That's my Stipe Miocic impersonation. It is wonderful, wonderful. That's right. Let me see. Is my alert box working? What the fuck? I see people subscribing, but my alert box is shit in the bed. Let me see. Take a look. It's in a book.
MMA Holes.
It looks like it is working. Oh, you know what happens too is sometimes if people are blocked and I can't see they subscribed, the alert won't come up. But the MMA Holes are subscribed to the MMA Holes. That's great. Let's see. Perry versus Let Me Bang says U-Trade. Let me bang, bro. Let me bang. Fuck Luke Thomas's Nightbot. Lesnar ducking the platinum. Mike Perry should fight George Masvidal. That's what Ian says. That would be fun. You know what? I didn't even fucking think of that one. Jorge Masvidal. God damn, that would be that would be a fucking great fight, Ian. Ian, good stuff. Holy shit. You know, it didn't even jump into my head, that one. And fucking Masvidal is looking for a fight. Ian might have fucking pulled it out of his nutsack. I like that. Pretty good at stands and bang. Anything out? He's fooked. This is Frank Bavon. Let's see. I just thought of the perfect fight for Perry. Gunnar Nelson. That's what Tim F says. Because Gunnar Nelson has some experience with Joban. And that would have been a good one. I would have loved to see that fight. It's not going to happen. Gunner's matched up already. I forgot who is Gunnar fighting. Let me see. Let's look it up. Gunnar. Nelson. Let's see. I forgot who he was fighting. Gunnar Nelson. Let's see Gunny. Take a look. It's Gunnar's book. Here we go. Santiago. I was a little confused by this one. Here's his next fight. I mean, pretty damn good record over here. 24-3-0. I just thought they would have, since he's linked into the Conor McGregors and stuff like that. I just thought they would just like put a big name, against him or some shit like that, but they didn't. 4 fights in a row is the Santiago. Guy's pretty fucking impressive. I guess hey, listen, it could be a good fight, but it just doesn't have that pop. Doesn't have that pop that I want to see. It doesn't have that pizzazz that I want to see. Anyway, that fight's going to happen with Gunnar. So Gunnar's not fighting the platinum one. One person dying of AIDS. Oh, shit. You know what I forgot to do? Oh, my God. My apologies. I forgot to do this. I forgot to play the 10 More Likes song. We have 28 in the tip jar. God damn. How do I forget? I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes. Yes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
That's right. 10 more likes. Jesus Christ. How do I forget to play that song? It's a tragedy. Oh my God. How do I forget to play the 10 more likes song? This is insane. This is unlike me. This is unthinkable. Maybe because I thought it was Monday and it's really Tuesday. It's possible. Maybe because my coffee's not strong enough. Ian's going to the Glasgow card. That's fucking wonderful, wonderful. Brandon Hampton says, this is the best thing ever. Look at this shit. Zachary Keffer, welcome to the MMA Holes, you fucking swole fuck. Welcome, you wonderful, wonderful bastard. Brandon Hampton says, this is the best thing ever. Live MMA chat. What a lovely Tuesday. So glad I stumbled on this. Brandon, thank you for stumbling onto this shit. And listen, we, oh shit, look at this. Holy fuck! Now we got 30 likes. Let's do it again. Welcome, Brandon.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes. Dancing Diaper John.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
That's right. All right, 10 more likes. Thank you very much for the likes. I do appreciate this. Starting off the week strong and swole. Yeah, definitely subscribe to this channel. We do weekly shows. We have a live chat. We're not afraid to hang with the boys or the gals. We have 7% female over here, so
Hanging with the boys.
definitely hang out in that chat room over there. This is the best chat to be for MMA. Yeah, Ariel Hawani has disabled his live chat, but that's fine. I did put the link down below. So you could, after this swole stream, you could jump into Ariel Hawani's show and check out his show. And I have the lineup. Let's see what's next on the thing. Thank you so much for doing this. Brandon, you're welcome, my friend. You are awesome. I wish I recorded that. There's plenty to watch over here on this dysfunctional mess. Okay, so Mike Perry, we talked about him. Roy Nelson signed with Bellator. So that's going to be interesting. I have a feeling that's going to be the interview to watch because Roy Nelson doesn't have much between the ears with his barf hairdo from Spaceballs. So that's going to be a good one. Roy Nelson, I think he signed a 3-year deal. George Samper says,
Head movement, head movement, head movement, head movement, head movement, head movement, head movement.
That's for George Sampras. It looks like Dana White dancing his happy days. That is Diaper John. If you are new to the show, this man here, bang, is Diaper John. He's a fellow member of the MMA Holes. He is the origin of.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And that's why he dances around. But yeah, Roy Nelson will be the one to watch for sure because he's with Bellator. I think this will give him a good rejuvenation in Bellator. He belongs in a Bellator organization. You know, his days have been numbered for a while for the UFC. Roy Nelson is a badass. Nothing against Roy Nelson. The guys, I've seen him fight live, and I have to say, I've seen him with one of his heavy hands knockouts, jumping on top of the cage, rubbing his fucking belly. It was UFC, it was Chael Sonnen versus John Jones. I can't remember which UFC that was. It was in Jersey, and Roy Nelson knocked someone out. I can't fucking remember who he fought. But he jumped on top of the cage, did his signature belly rub, and the crowd was fucking popping. That place was jumping for Roy Nelson. So I like Roy Nelson, man. It's just, you know, he's a little long in the tooth right now. And Bellator, hey, go to Bellator and make some quick buck. And do what you got to do. So, but he's going to definitely have some choice words for the UFC. He's had some tension with Dana White in the past, even when he coached for Tough and stuff like that. So, I'm sure Roy Nelson will throw the UFC under the bus. I'm fairly positive that that's going to happen. So, definitely tune into that. The Roy Nelsons of the world. Screw Ariel. Have this string longer, says Happy Days. You know, I was trying to think of a way where we could have this live chat go while Ariel Hawani's going. And I thought of something. There is going to be a stream tonight where I have a guest on tonight. What I'm going to do is have the live chat open for that stream. If you want to multitask and fucking come back into this live chat and bullshit with the MMA holes, you can do that. If you guys are down for that, let me know, man. Let me bang. UFC 159 is Jones versus Sonnen, says Ian. Ian, this is why I have to do shows at this time of the day, man. Ian is the stats man. Ian's the guy that gets all the information correct for us. Thank you, Ian. Ian's awesome. So, yeah, I don't know, what was I talking? Oh yeah, so Ariel Helwani is going to be going for like four hours. It's called the MMA Hour, but they go on for about 4 hours. So what I was thinking about doing is setting up the stream, and if you guys need a chat to come back and hang out with the holes over here, because we got some cringe going on here. We like to talk MMA and have a great grand old time. If you guys want this live chat opened during the MMA Hour, hit me with the ones in the chat, and maybe I'll set up the stream even earlier. Let's see, Sage Northcutt. I'm kind of over Sage Northcutt. UFC 214, he's fighting against Claudio Puelles. He will be on at 2:45. These times are inaccurate. They just throw times there. They never really land on that time. But Sage Northcutt will be on. So I don't care. It's another piss break or a shit break. So yeah, I couldn't care less about Sage Northcutt. I'm pretty much done with Sage Northcutt. I mean, he's a young kid. He's got a lot of talent. That whole spiel, the goody two shoes shit is it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. All right, here we come the ones. Let's see how many people want to see us. Maybe I'll fucking do it then. Frank, Craig Lee, Happy Days. All right, Zachary, that'd be kind of cool. You know, here's the thing. The best part, do it, Fook. All right, so that's what I'll do. You guys are yelling at me now. I'll make a thumbnail. I'll set up the stream for tonight. I'll have a live chat open. So if you guys are watching the MMA Hour, if you have a way to watch the MMA Hour and you want to chat live, come back to the MMA-Holes, and you could chat on our chat live and do that shit. Ariel Helwani should have never got rid of the live chat. I used to love hanging out in Ariel Helwani's live chat. It was so much fucking fun. And he got rid of it, and now you got to go to his website, or not his website, SB Nation, whatever the fuck. Anyway, I'm not killing Ariel Helwani. I never dislike videos. But I do dislike Ariel Helwani's video. Let's see how many dislikes he has right now. Any dislikes that Ariel gets, and I'm one of them. Here we go. He's got 12. It looks like it's about to start. All right. So he's got about 11 or 12 dislikes right now. It's only because of, what's it called? It's only because of him not having the live chat open. That's the only reason, Ariel. Open your live chat back on. Your likes will come back. But either way, regardless. What am I doing? That's me. All right, so Sage Northcutt, who gives a fuck? And GSP will be coming back on. And I'm over GSP, too. I'm going to end the show with this, guys. GSP, let me know your thoughts on this guy now. GSP has fans all over the world. He's a big draw. GSP was an amazing fighter. All you see is wins on his statistics. The guy's a lay and pray or whatever. He does whatever the fuck he does. He does things well. But I'm done with GSP as well. I've had enough. Now, they're saying that GSP is going to probably fight the winner of whoever Woodley fights next. We don't know who Woodley's going to fight. I don't fucking know, but I'm done with GSP. Let me know in the chat right now what your feelings on GSP is. The MMA Hour has started. So we're going to find out your thoughts on GSP right fucking now. And then I'm going to shut this fuker down. Thank you guys for watching. This is a good time. I always have a great time hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys!
On a lovely Tuesday afternoon over here in New York City. That's right. Craig Lee is yelling at me. He says, set the fucking chat up. I'm a cop, you idiot. Says Tim F. Tim F is threatening people in the chat. So this is what you guys have to do. Here's the plan. If you're not subscribed to the MMA-Holes, drop your face into that little box over there, and you'll be part of the family. Hit the notification button. You'll know when we're going to be live and when our live chat is going and flowing. This is weekly shows. We do weekly shows, and we have a lot of fun over here in the MMA-Holes. We are not the most mature bunch of people, but we have a damn good time talking about MMA and all things mixed martial arts and stupidity here on this lovely, wonderful, wonderful show. Live chat, last licks, get your comments out during, set up the chat, you fook. I'm a cop, you idiot. Ariel threw bleach all over chat. He did. He threw his bleach all over the chat.
Wonderful.
GSP, pre-USADA fighter, post-USADA fighter. He shits as Frank Pavone. Thank you, Brandon Hampton. Brandon, thank you, my friend. Thank you very much, because you're hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys!
Let's see. Michael Wolfgram says, live chats are full of dipshits writing stupid bullshit. That's why he doesn't have one, you bum. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's Michael Wolfgram calling Mystic Moss a bum. How dare he do that? How dare he? It's wonderful, wonderful. But you're in a live chat right now, so I guess you're a dipshit. I guess that makes Michael a dipshit. All right, I don't care about GSP. I care about this stream, you folks, is Happy Days. That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Brendan Hampton says, I was a big GSP fan, but I really do feel for the division. There is so much going on. Yeah, my head is spinning. Stay, we can trash talk Ariel, says Craig Lee. GSP is past his prime. I was trying to figure out a way. I mean, I can't really play the audio. I can't play any of the video of it. I mean, I could do a reaction where I watch it with you guys and we all hang out and comments. There's going to be a way. George Sampras is going after Michael. George Sampras is attacking the Wolfcutt. There's got to be a way where we can stream this and watch the MMA Hour. It's just a lot of work. I don't know if I could sit on here for 4 hours and watch the MMA Hour with you guys. I don't know. You guys are dysfunctional. But I will be setting up a live chat, so if you do see an alert, come back in and you have a place to bullshit. All right. Happy Day says, Michael, go suck on Ariel's nose, you fuck. Who is coming on tonight, says George Sampras. Okay, George Sampras, if you want to troll, tonight's the night for you. I have a friend named Louis Serrano. He does, he has a company called Prosper Branding, and he manages Justin Sumter and a lot of other fighters. He matchmakes for CES, Premier FC, all these local MMA places, and he's moving up in the world. He's very knowledgeable about MMA, and that's one of the reasons why I'm having him on. I like to talk about some topics with him, and when you hear topics, this is what you have to play. Topics. You hear the rest of the song tonight, but yeah, we'll be talking some topics with Louis Serrano, so he'll be on. If you want to just come back to troll, you can do that as well. Look at this guy. Paul Ford is an MMA hole. Everyone welcome Paul to this wonderful, wonderful family, because he is wonderful, wonderful. Paul Ford, welcome to our family. Rest in peace, Louis. Later tonight, Chris. Okay. Time to go get stoned, right, Craig? Okay, guys. Let's all wrap this fucker up. In the description down below is the Ariel Helwani show. You could click on it, and I could time warp you guys over there. Enjoy the show. We'll talk about it a little bit tonight, and I'll see you in a little bit, right? And always remember, while I queue up my end, oh, there we go. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.